Then I'll shut up. Then I'll go away.
There we go. But we enjoy you.
That's okay. We're live on YouTube.
Okay, well, today is March the 18th, 2021. We will go ahead and call to order the meeting. It is the Dayton Civic Club, Dayton Activities Board. We will do a roll call. But before I get started, Amy, are you taking notes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have myself, Jessica Lovett. I see Julie Stewart, which is the new Civic Club president. So welcome, Julie. We have Amy Klosterman. I see Jacoba and our mayor, Mr. Ben Baker. Hello, everyone. Did everyone get the agenda?
It looks like there's
Everyone's
also
looked at.
called in. Jess, I don't know if that's there's someone on.
I think Joe Neary. I did see a phone number. Joe Neary, you on?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Well, welcome, Joe. Okay, Amy. I just listed everyone that is on the meeting so far.
Got it.
Okay, and I already mentioned that Julie Stewart is the new Civic Club president. Anyone have any questions regarding that?
Mm-mm.
Julie, do you want to introduce yourself for the folks that might not know you?
Sure. Julie Stewart, and I have now lived in Dayton for a little over a year due to my engagement to Mr. Baker here on the call. But I got involved with the Civic Club, and clearly due to COVID, not as involved as I would like, but met on all these Zoom calls and things. And just to keep us going, since Jess is going to be a council lady and a council person, that this will just help us to keep moving ahead and keep doing the traditional events in Dayton, working together, and really hope. My goal is to get a lot more people, as many people as we can, involved in the Civic Club and on our board, so then we can reach out and get more people involved for sure.
Sweet. Well, welcome. And Julie, I do have the bylaws and all of that. I'll get out to you tomorrow.
I think that I got something, I read through it, and I think it might be that from
Okay.
Donna.
Okay, so the next thing on our agenda is the approval of minutes from the last meeting, which we did not have. The last event the Civic Club put on was Christmas, and that was a little bit different, Light Up Dayton. So there is nothing that we need to approve there. Old business, the bank balance as of February 22nd, 2021, it was $20,720.14, and that was per our city treasurer, Donna Ledger. So we are sitting pretty good. Of course, we've not really had any events in the last year to spend any money. So we will move on to new business, which I've already announced that Julie's appointed Civic Club president. And the next event we are doing, which it's very short, guys, we're probably about 2 weeks away, Easter. We are going to do a bunny drive-through. It is Saturday, April the 3rd. It will be from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. It is ages 0 to 12, Dayton residents only. The Easter Bunny will be sitting at Gilliland Park. The Easter Bunny will be at the front entrance because traffic flow, we plan on coming down Green Devil Lane, turning, what is that, right at 3rd Street, right by Dayton High School. We do have a flyer, which will, Julie, you'll release it tonight? I think you're muted. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I'll just email what you sent to me so how do I release? Does it just go on our Facebook group and then like?
It'll go, all you have to do is take that flyer copy, post it to the activities board page. Within about 3 minutes, it'll be on every Dayton gossip page there is.
Gotcha.
And then our goal, once you release it, I'll share it. Amy will share it. I mean, Joe will probably share it. I mean, whoever has Facebook will just share the crap out of it.
Okay.
But
Hey,
you
Julie,
and I can.
I know that we're going to talk about details and such, but this really kind of, the timing of it really stinks in that I will be able to do everything prior to that Saturday. But I'm out of town because my family, I got offered tickets to the state tournament. So it was like the last second. It happened last week.
Okay.
And it's a family event that we do every single year. And so last year we didn't. So if by chance I come back, I can maybe come back and then go back down. But I'll do whatever I can prior to that. I don't want to look like a not committed member, president, whatever.
Oh no,
First event.
it was last minute.
Yeah. I'll be
No,
available
you
that
go-
day, most definitely.
Okay. Yeah, Julie, you truly are good. I put together the dates at the last minute. So I will take full responsibility for the mess I created. And honestly, Easter is the easiest event. Like I could probably do it the night before by myself and that's how easy it is. I mean, Easter, that is cakewalk compared to some of the events you're going to get yourself into and be like, holy moly. So,
Very good at delegation though. So I won't be holy moly. I'll be like, oh, here's our team.
yes, but it's stressful. So I have confirmed with Cam Miller. Cam Miller will be playing Peter Cottontail. Cam Miller, I don't know, Julie, if you've met Cam or not, but for Light Up Dayton, he plays the Tin Man. He's played the Grinch. Cam does a lot of our events for us. So I spoke with Cam. I sent Cam the flyer, so he's good to go. I did speak with Becky Mays. So we borrow the rabbit costume from Becky every year. She's agreed to let us use it. I will pick it up probably tomorrow, maybe this weekend. As long as we give it back to her the night of the event, the night after the event, because I do believe Becky wears it on Easter up and down the avenue. So we don't really, I mean, we can take a few volunteers. I mean, if anyone ever wants to volunteer, we are more than welcome to take them. But for this event, we will only need probably maybe 5 people, if that. And also due to the COVID restrictions, we don't want to bring too many people to volunteer. Which obviously I will be there. Amy will be there. Jacoba, are you able to be there, or are you still waiting for the shot? Okay. I didn't know if you got the COVID shot.
I don't have it yet, but it's outside, so I feel comfortable with that.
Okay. I just want to make sure that you are comfortable with it.
Thank you.
Joe Neary, I know you're one that likes to come down and visit. Will you be there?
What is the date on that again, ma'am?
It is Saturday, April the 3rd, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
However you need me to help, I'll be there.
Okay. So again, everyone will get the flyer tonight. It'll be shared all over the place. So with that, there needs to be a budget, and the budget needs to be approved. Due to previous years, we only do about $1,200 to $1,500, but this year, I would say the budget needs to be $2,000. just because we have a little bit of the extra money. And if we use the 2,000, that will allow us to buy at least 500 Easter baskets. And then we can do goodie bags prior to that, and then just drop the goodie bags in the little Easter baskets. And then we can hand them out as the car pulls up. And if the flyer, let's see. So the way that we have the flyer written up, I don't know, I can't really share it. So it is, again, Dayton residents only. The flyer says, stay in your car, enjoy a fun event for the entire family. It is a free event. The Easter Bunny will be in front of Gilliam Park to wave while we hand out goodie bags for the kids in your car while supply lasts. So the rule of thumb for all of our events is we always do a minimum of 500. There we go. She's got it pulled up. So yeah, so 500. Most now, I know last year is right when COVID hit, but we did purchase a large amount of stuff for Easter. So we do have all of that stuff. All of that stuff is at the YMCA. It's in one spot. It's ready to go. So really under 2,000, we should be able to get Easter baskets, fill it with candy. We have a bunch of toys and trinkets. And then we just roll out the first 500. The Easter Bunny will not be touching anyone. He's strictly going to wave and so forth. And then one of us will be handing the bucket. There we go.
Oh, cool. Now I see it.
So you guys will need to make the motion to approve $2,000. And I do believe the only one that can do that, Julie, you can state it. And I do believe Amy and Jacoba can yay and nay it for the records.
So we need a motion to approve the budget that Jess has suggested for the event.
I second that.
$2,000.
I
So
second that.
I don't know if I'm allowed to make the motion. I just had to state that the motion had to be made, so you can make
So I
Correct.
motion that we approve the $2,000 budget for the Easter event.
So that was
And
the
I
motion
second
made by
that.
Jacoba, and then Amy seconded.
Yeah.
And so, Jess, like, would there be, I know that you said there's a lot of stuff there, like to put the things together, were you looking at a specific date or a time or anything like next week or?
It would have to be next week. And so probably this upcoming weekend, we just need to get the credit card from Donna. How normally I do it would be we get the credit card from Donna and we hit every Dollar Tree local. I will go down tomorrow and count how many Easter baskets we have because I would probably say there's at least 100 down there.
Okay.
Or,
I know we had a bunch of eggs, didn't we, too, down there?
Yes, we have a bunch of trinkets. I have everything out. So I was going to
Okay.
talk to you, Julie, whenever you are available. I know that you're a school teacher and all that good stuff.
Time I'm available. Like I can be in Dayton by like 4:15 any day.
Okay, so if you want to meet, whether it be tomorrow, I can go ahead and pick up the credit card from Donna because you won't be home in time. I don't know if you'll be home in time by the time she leaves. I'm not sure. You and I can work out those details.
Okay.
But if you want to meet down at the YMCA, we can do a pre-count, kind of a game plan, and then you can pick a day next week or
Could we?
however
I'm not working tomorrow. We have a PD day that we have off. I am at some point going to travel to, my mother had a partial knee replacement. And so I'm taking over my sister to take care of that. We'll take care of her. So I could meet in the morning or I could go down in the morning and look over stuff or do things. I probably need to leave this like location by 11
Okay. Now I can go do the count for you. I don't want to step on your toes. If you don't mind, if I go get the counts and the pictures, get it out to you, I can go ahead and do that.
That's fine. I'm committed to I can do whatever next week after school hours. So
Okay.
Again, unfortunately, I haven't been to my mom's house since I think we went on Christmas or maybe her birthday. But
Where are you from?
Floyd County in Eastern Kentucky.
Okay.
So, but she just she had surgery on Monday, so she's definitely not able to take care of herself.
Okay. But yeah, I'll get down there tomorrow. I'll get the count. I'll get the credit card. I will pick up the Easter bunny. I can always reach out to Jacoba or Amy if, you know what I mean? And then I can pick all the stuff up, and then we can set a date for next week when we stuff all the Easter baskets. I'll let you pick that date and that time. Obviously, the evenings will work for most of us.
Your new job, what days? Is it like every day that's your schedule until like 8 or on?
Yeah, I work 11:30 to 8 Monday through Friday, so I'm here in the mornings.
Okay.
And then I have the weekends off.
Okay. All right. Well,
now I do know next week on Thursday, there's a park board meeting. So that would be the only day.
Yeah.
Um,
Amy, what is I know you said Wednesday is bad because of baseball or some sport. I don't remember if it was baseball.
Yeah, but Chris usually is available. It's just if he runs into trouble, but most of the time I'm free. I work from home, so I get off at 4:30. So I'm here, anytime after 4:30.
We could say, Jacoba, that if there's things that you can do in the morning, like as a follow-up or something, we could do that. But then we can always look at your schedule for like the next whatever event, that if it's easier for like 3 of us to get together to put stuff together.
Yeah.
But that if there's something in the morning to go check up on or see if we have or run and do, then we'll make sure that we let you know that.
Great.
But Jess and Amy, would it be better for like Tuesday or earlier than the park board on Thursday?
I would say Tuesday if we could do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it would be,
and I'll have everything purchased this weekend, so we'll be ready to go. We'll just hit Sam's, and like I said, I've done so many of these events. It's not going to take maybe an hour to get 2 hours to get the stuff. So.
All right.
I can help you do anything over the weekend. I get my shot on Saturday at 2:30. Other than that, I'm free.
Okay.
This weekend.
Ben's here.
Okay.
He can be my helper if I need to do something. I nominate Ben.
Okay, let's see. And I think that's really all that I had. I know, let's see, what else did we have on here? Any new business, but any of the new, and I know it was brought to our attention from Bobby Lovell that he would like to do a car show. Okay, before I move on, does anyone got any questions on Easter?
No.
Any? Nope. Nope. Joe, any questions?
I'm good.
Mr. Baker, is that a no?
That's a no.
Okay. Okay. So new business would be just the car show. I don't have any details on that. I just know that Bobby Lovell reached out. He wants to do a spring car show. I do believe he owns the old Gravit Garage right there at the corner where the old carpet place is. I
Yes,
do believe
does.
inside that building, there's like 11 classic cars in there. So he is willing to put his own cars in there. So I didn't know if that could be something fun you guys might want to do for spring. And then again, we can work on the details. I've never done a car show, so I don't really know what's involved on that one.
You know who'd be a great asset here, Jess?
What?
Do you know who would be a great asset here?
Who?
Becky Mays.
Yes. Becky, yeah, she loves classic cars.
Just the other day, I was walking down the avenue, and she stopped me and asked, and I didn't know Bobby asked about that, and I think it's a great idea, and having his participation is great. But just the other day, I was walking down the avenue, and Becky asked, "Can we do a classic car show?" I think she wanted to do it on the avenue. I think maybe Gilliland Park may be a little better because we want to move everybody's cars and stuff. But
yeah,
More space.
But I think it's a great idea. The logistics we can figure out.
and maybe
I agree.
with the classic car show, if we did it at Gilliland Park, we can reach out to some of the same vendors we used at Music Fest and kind of, you know what I mean, let them sell some stuff out, maybe a little band. You have the cars, probably no alcohol because it's a little difficult to get that approved and licensed and all that good stuff. But that might be something you guys might want to do. I don't know.
I think it's a great idea because, like you said, a lot of people like the classic cars, number one. And I think it would give people something to do within the community that's outside and actually being outside in public and just being outside in general right now. I guess that's me. I've been stuck in. So I'm like, yeah, let's do something outside where, you can breathe air and stuff. I just think it's a great idea. I think kids would like it too. It would be something that kids and maybe older people would really like at the same sense.
So yeah, so that could be something. And then any new ideas anyone has. I don't know, coming out of COVID, any outdoor events, I think is going to be huge. Now, as we are coming up on spring, the Civic Club traditionally has always been in charge of the flower pots through the city. We pay for them also. But this year, what about you guys teaming up with the garden club? You know what I mean? Bringing some of the groups together. I know that was brought up to me. I'm not sure when. But that might be something, and that will be something on next month's meeting everyone will want to talk about. And then if we team up with the garden club, I mean, they might know some local people. How do I say this? I know they're all planting seeds. So instead of us going to the store and buying them, maybe we can buy some of the flowers from our own locals. I was following their Facebook site and I did see everybody's planting all kinds of different things. So that might be something we want to reach out to Amanda. And Amanda Bowman, I do believe that is Scott's wife. I do believe that. I was going to say, I think they're married. And maybe buy some flowers from our locals.
I know they've got and Alan Smith is another great guy who's part of the community garden. They've got the Mother's Day sale, which is a blast, by the way. Come buy your mom some flowers, for heaven's sakes.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I love their sale, and I just know they're working with a lot of other people who's growing all these crazy flowers. So maybe we might want to look into that. And maybe that be something new going forward. Instead of going to Lowe's or somewhere else, let them grow it, and then we buy them from them.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Amanda's going to be a great point person for that. Yes, it is Scott's wife. I was at the wedding, so it's confirmed they were married.
Okay.
And but yeah, she'd be great to talk to about it and get some advice from her.
Yeah. And then if you guys have any other, I just think, like I said, everyone coming out of COVID, they're going to be excited to do some outdoor events. So we're coming up on a good year that we can probably get a lot of participation from the community. I do know that I don't know who reached out to me. I don't know if it was Joe or the other baker. Something about Earth Day coming up and garbage. So I didn't know if maybe we also want to team up with them to make this Earth Day like a big event. You know what I mean? Bring out all of the groups, bring out all the citizens, and let's try to get everybody involved for it. So we might want to reach out to them and see what we can do to help. Joe, was that you who reached out to me?
Yeah, and I posted something probably just about an hour ago on all the Dayton sites asking for people's suggestions for
Okay.
for a spring cleanup day. So as the suggestions come in, we can get, I want to get everybody involved. I don't want to just have it be a civic club thing or a park board thing. Really needs to be the
Correct.
whole city involved. So in the next week or two, we'll get some general ideas. May need the mayor's approval to get a dumpster, see what public works is necessary on it. But yeah, details in the next couple of weeks.
Okay. So Dayton is going to do like an Earth Day or something. When is it? Like April?
April 22nd, and I'm thinking make it a spring cleaning because I think that fits,
Okay.
like you said, everybody's mood this year will be springtime's finally here. Let's clean up the town.
Campbell County is all for offering a spring training thing this year where you can basically dump everything but paint down at Pendry Park off Route 8. There's a couple different events that they're doing, and we can maybe piggyback on as well.
Spring training.
I say spring
Well,
training.
we also.
My mind's
I'm
on
sorry.
baseball, Joe.
Yeah, but what about if you bring all of the groups together for this spring cleaning of Dayton? We can also have a big grill out where each group can, whether we buy hot dogs or we do this and that, we get buckets. You know what I mean? Every group has a certain amount of budget that maybe we all pitch in together and bring out the whole town. And that would be, you get a bucket, you get one of those little garbage pickers, you go around, you bring the bucket back or a garbage bag, and you're going to get a free hot dog and a bag of chips. Do you see what I mean? Like, and then we could all meet up at the green space. You know what I mean? Like the Civic Club could sponsor the hot dogs and chips. And then another group can sponsor something else to get us the buckets, or, you know what I mean? I don't know that. I mean, Joe, you can work on those details. But I think if you do something like that where, hey, you bring back the bucket and the garbage and whatever, we'll give you a hot dog and chips. And maybe that might motivate people. And then they get to hang out at the green space also.
Yeah, I would suggest, like I said, I posted it on all the Dayton pages about an hour ago. Put those suggestions in on the Facebook pages, and that'll generate more suggestions from more people.
Okay.
Great ideas, though. I like it.
And that's all I have. I mean, anyone have any ideas? Want to talk about anything? Any questions?
I would just say that I think that we start thinking like Jacoba, Amy, and Jess too, but in general, like, how can we recruit? What's a way that we can reach out to either, I even said to Ben, like, to new residents potentially, like find out who's moved into Dayton in the last year or so to help them potentially find a way to plug in a way that's not just living here, but that they could be on this board or other boards. But in general, that finding people, fresh ideas, fresh blood, feel like they're committed and interested in Dayton because they're here now, they live here, they have a mortgage, they can be more part of the community. And so I feel like our group does fun stuff. And so it's maybe a little easier to recruit but if you have that niche also of like, oh, I love to garden, I can be in that, or I love parks, I'll be in that group. But just thinking about how can we maybe come up with a strategy. So like between now and our next meeting, or if you even have some ideas of things that we could potentially do, just like strategies for recruiting people, I think that could be like a sidebar of beyond the events, but something that we could try to do, small but mighty group that we are coming up. And like maybe it's like phone a friend, have 5 people. I don't know that many people in Dayton, but I'm also fine with going up and being like, hey, you just moved into the neighborhood, are you interested in, and almost like soliciting people. Then they're like, okay, yes, crazy lady, I will sign up. But in general,
Julie,
like,
they would sign up because they love your twang.
well,
That
that's
is
fine
why
too.
they will sign up.
Sign them up. That's
What
it, though.
about, okay, you know how, Jacoba, you had that link for Light Up Dayton? What if we put like a crazy flyer together? We start sharing it, we put a link, and people can put their email, whatever contact information, if they want to be updated on city events. We can kind of lure them in that way.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, use it to
Well,
email our victims.
all the like campaign things you get in that, like, you know what I mean, like site, like you're interested in, so like, you know, if you're running for an office, I've worked on lots of campaigns, like you would get the letter or you get the email that says, I'm interested in volunteering, working on the campaign, making phone calls, like what your interest, like what your level is. So then you're not just bombarded with like contact. But if they tell us what type of contact they want, or they're like, I'm interested, maybe then we say, just come to one of our meetings, or I'll meet you at hometown, or something, you know what I mean? To like personally share with that person that it's not scary. It's not a formal thing, that it's just a group of people who are working to put on events in the city and grow the city's culture and things like that. So then it's not like we're legal and we're this formal group. And so I do like that idea though, to try to start to gather people who are like, yeah, I'm interested in that. Let me know more.
Yeah. Hey, there you go, sister.
This might be a
Put
little
the
bit
flyer
like,
together and we'll share it, or we can, I imagine the city has something that would allow us to, well, I don't know if the city can give us house addresses, but I mean, we all need exercise. We can go around and, can't we
Well,
put flyers
yeah,
in people's mailbox or on their cars?
You can put them, like, you can't put them in mailboxes because that's illegal, but you can put them on doors, like in their, like the screen doors, like you get during campaign season.
Yeah, okay, I was going to say, just like campaigning.
Well, one of the,
There you
when,
go. We all can get our 10,000 steps.
if I could jump in, Mayor Baker, how many people are currently on the Main Street Board? Officially?
Oh, let me check my notes here, Joe.
Or not the Main Street, I'm sorry, the Civic Activity Board. Because, and the reason I ask that is, in the interviews for the open city council seat,
Yeah.
almost everybody that didn't get on said that they wanted to be more involved with the community, but nobody ever reached out to them. We can pull some of those people in on the board or just as volunteers. I mean, that'd be a good time to reach out to them too and say, hey, you said you wanted to help, we need help. Whether they be an official board member or just volunteer.
Oh, that's a good idea. I do believe the way the board is, okay, the board can now have 5, 7, 9, or 11 board members. So it either has to be 5, 7, 9, or 11. Currently, the only residing board members I do believe now is just Julie, Jacoba, and Amy. I do believe Tiffany and Nathan Gifford are still board members. I'm not sure. Donna would probably have a complete list. But yes, this would be a perfect opportunity for those people
So
if they want a board seat.
I will gladly reach out to Donna for the roster and then contact the people on the roster besides Jacoba and Amy and say, hey, I'm new in this position. I saw your name is on our roster to be part of our board. We really want to make sure everyone is super active. How are you feeling about your board seat now? Because like, if people kind of, you know what I mean? Like you might have that obligation, but you don't really are not, life changes and maybe you're not really in on it now.
Yeah.
So then getting that list of the people who were wanting to be on council. So clearly they're committed to Dayton, and then reaching out to them and saying, our board is looking for new members or volunteers. I'd love to meet with you and talk about what we're going to do this year and what you might want to do with us. And so then they would feel like someone's personally accessing them as a resource, and they could choose, maybe they don't want to be on our board, but maybe that would then target them to look at other boards or other groups. So I think that's a great idea, Joe.
Well, what I'll do is I'll send Mayor Baker the list of the names of the 6 people that put their names in for council that didn't get on, Jessica, and their contact information, and then he can pass that on to the board, and you can decide how you want to reach out to them or not, whether it's just to call them and see if they're still interested, because you don't want to offer somebody a board seat that you don't know, and except for one person of those 6, 5 of them I didn't know, really. So you'd want to make sure that they're going to fit in with what you're wanting to do, but you do want to reach out to them, at least for volunteerism. So
I mean, that's a good idea.
I'll get that list to the mayor, and he can dispense it as he sees fit.
And if Julie wants, she can reach each one of those members, and the same way with the old advertisement, and then her, Amy, Jacoba can kind of sit down, meet with each one, and then you guys decide. I mean, ultimately, you know what I mean, what would be fit for your all's board and what wouldn't. So, I mean, that might be something once you get all of your, you know what I mean? And even if you don't want them as a board member, you can offer them, you know what I mean, to volunteer and do whatever. But yeah, if you guys want to seat board members, that would be a good idea.
Well, you don't want too many people on a board, because then if you have 11, that means you have to have 6 show up to a meeting to have a quorum.
Correct.
But you also
don't want 3, Joe.
I understand. But I think as you start having events and publicizing them and making them fun, people will want to join in, because like you said, Jess, people are going to be busting out this spring.
Yeah, and all events are fun. I mean, I mean, for the years we've been doing it, all of the events are fun. The problem is people love to volunteer, but not many people like to do the work to get you there. Everyone loves to show up when it's time to smile and enjoy it, but no one likes to do the grunt work. But Julie, that will be, I mean, that's completely on you. You are the new president. You have 5, 7, 9, or 11. So you will get to decide that.
You hear that? Just said it. As many as I want. Just kidding.
Get on it.
I mean, Julie, the bad news though is there's only one man that can trump us.
Well,
and we all know who he is. So good luck.
It'll be fine.
So other than that, I don't have anything else. Do you guys have anything?
Nope.
Amy, nope.
I'm good.
Jacoba? Baker?
Yeah, I had a citizen reach out to me and ask if it'd be possible for groups to use the YMCA, the Dayton Civic Center, as a possible place to do car washes. So if the Civic Club or anybody else wants to do something like that, that's possibly something we could do there in the parking lot.
Yeah, but I don't think our water system down there is too good.
Okay.
I do believe the water shut off now for something broken. So So I doubt, I mean, if our water was working, then, I mean, a car wash would be fantastic. We just
Okay.
need running water.
Yeah, you're right. That is true. So I threw it out there. If anybody had any interest or anything, let us know. But yeah, you're right. The water is not best right now.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Okay, well then we can go ahead and adjourn the meeting. And Julie, I'll send, yeah, I mean, I'll text you or whatever when I go down to the Y tomorrow. And the
I'll
same,
have-
Amy, yeah, I can get a hold of you.
Yeah.
Same with Jacoba. I have each one of your all cell phone numbers.
And I will have all this typed into everybody by Saturday morning, the latest.
Okay. Julie, you're muted. I hear you talking, but I think you're muted.
Can you put in the minutes my school email address? Because
Yes.
I just check it way more often, and my Gmail is only on my phone basically now, so it'll be a lot
Yeah.
easier to do that. It's Julie, and then there's an extra E because they really screwed me over with my email address. Julie Stewart. There's another Julie Stewart, and she still gets all my emails. She got my 403B money for 6 months when I first started there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so good. At boone.kyschools.us. I finally met her. It was pretty funny because she was like, I still get your emails. I was like, yeah, all the time. It's fine. Even from people I
Okay.
work with in my building.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, we good to go?
We're good to go.
Helping us with this meeting.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.